Hey everybody, Engineer Coffee. Welcome back to Mars. Last episode we got the cargo module bay here done for our launch silo. So we've got our cargo module here in the center, and it gets 4 cargo containers that get put up onto it with this mechanism here. So it lifts it up, it pushes it out, and it gets it attached onto the side here. Let's go ahead and lower it back down. That is loaded from the gantry crane up here that unloads it from a Hemet, puts it down into the hole, and then we got 4 of them here that we rotate around. That wasn't the right one to push. There we go. It'll rotate it around to each section. And then once that's done, we've got this bridge crane over here that will pick it up, lift it up, push it out over here, and put it on top of the rocket. Alright, and then lastly, we've got these hangar doors here that when we open them, I still don't have any automation to it. These welding arms come out here to weld up a new one, so we've got a projector underneath there in case we needed to build a new rocket module. Go ahead and close that guy back up. Alright, so this episode I want to focus on the other 3 bays. I want to get them dug out. We have the plan of what they're going to look like. We just need to copy this guy 3 more times around here. And then we can use each one of those bays for different modules. We need to have the crew quarters, we need to have the command module, and then we need to be able to make these rings that we already designed out to be able to put in between each layer. Alright, so I went ahead and in Creative, I got a blueprint of this section, so let's go ahead and get a projector, and we'll get it projected onto each of these other bays. Alright, looks like we got this bay first. We just need to move it over and outward that way. Alright, let's see, forward just 1, that should do it, and then our horizontal, which way do we need to go? This way. There we go. Alright, well this feels like a good time for a time lapse. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, we got it all dug out. Well, most of it. I guess I missed a part here. Might have to go back in manually. You know, I probably should have built all 3 projectors and got it all at the same time. I didn't realize that these guys were connected. Actually, let's go over here where the projection actually is. I didn't realize those are going to meet right there. You know, it could have been here and here. So that's convenient. I'm glad I put this conveyor corner here so we can actually continue that guy on. Actually, we don't even need this one at all. We can leave that one a right angle. We just don't need to weld any of that. This guy is already supplying here, so we're good. Yeah, all we need is the main trunk going over this way, so we actually have cargo access for these guys here. Other than that, we don't need to supply here. We'll just leave that a right angle going up to there, and we'll make this guy here go out this direction for right angles, and we should be good there. Yeah, no, that's the way. I think I'm gonna build 2 more projectors and then we'll just get them all 3 projected at the same time. I think that's gonna be the way. Alright, there we go. We got all 3 of them projected. Sweet. Okay. And then here, yeah, we actually have that conveyor line already there, so we just need to take this guy out right here and get it to be a junction. Okay, we don't necessarily want this guy, but we might. We might need to rotate it around, and I'm hoping we can weld it up with the welder wall the same way for each one of these modules. We'll see how that goes. We don't need the back here with the hinge and the whole thing. But we do need this bridge over here to carry the parts over, so we will keep that. Okay, let's stop talking and get more hydrogen.
Fuel.
Alright, so this floor section here is definitely going to be different, but other than that, we'll keep the rotor here. I want to see if we can get the components on that and get each one of them welded up. I don't know what the habitation module is going to look like, but it's got to obviously fit on the rocket. Alright, so we need a bunch of interior plate and construction components for sure. Let's get the lobster loaded up and see what we can create. Alright, I'm just going to do this projection for now, because I want to be able to get this guy welded up here and on the backside here before we worry about the side ones. So let's go that route and see what we can get welded up. Okay, I don't know if I'll show it on camera or not, but we actually ran out of material. Wow, can I not scroll down? I've got this thing so full that I can't scroll down. That's interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently you can get this thing so populated with stuff. There is no scroll wheel. It's just down there. Okay, well that's interesting. Anyway, I ran out of material, so I produced a bunch. We went back to the peanut mine. Hopefully that's on camera. I might have to do like a time lapse of mining in the peanut. We'll see if my microphone wasn't on. Oops, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, we got like 20,000. I produced like 25,000 or something like that, so we've used a bit already. So I think we're good. How's my inventory of food? Oh yeah, we have our banana beef. We could do that. We're definitely missing stuff. This is probably glass. Oh, displays. Okay, well that makes sense. That's why I got that welded up and not this guy. That's easy enough. We can weld that by hand. This guy is displays as well and metal grid. Yeah, we'll just have to go back through and kind of clean up some of the stuff. This floor will get cleaned up because we're not going to have the hinge there. That's only for the cargo. So I just need to get this room welded up and then I think we're good. At least for the bulk of it. I need to change the lights here. I had these guys spaced out too. I fixed them over here. These ones are wrong. So I actually need to remove it, put a light there, and put a light there. Same with over here. So, a little bit of work to do, but we're almost done with the bulk of the welding. It's just taking a while because we keep running out of material. Alright, we're 96% charged. That's pretty good. And we are heavy. Alright, let's finish this up. Alright, I think we're pretty close to done here. There was a mistake over here that I noticed. I turned those around because we had the pipes that we were trying in the last episode, and it didn't work. So that really needs to go back to the pipe layout that direction, which means they're all wrong. Yep, that got carried onto every projection, so that's fun. Easy fix, though. We just gotta go around and do it 4 times. Alright, that one's off. That should save us some processing, which this one is all correct. This guy is wrong. Need to fill the panel in, and then I need to get this stuff welded under here. Alright, I think I've got it cleaned up, or at least as cleaned up as I want to get it, for now. We'll have to figure out how to connect these corridors all together underneath here, for the, like, service corridors and whatever. And then back here, I don't think I have anything on this. Yeah, I'm even missing the piston on this one. That one is there. So, I think I want to work on a rocket part, though. Or we do need to see if we can get a ring welded up on one of these welding walls. I'm not sure if that's going to be a thing or not. We will see. Oh, wow. I never really finished underneath there. That's pretty ugly. What did we do on the top here? Oh, piping like that. Okay, well, I need to finish that. But once we get a final model, we need to see if we can weld this up. We're not going to get as lucky as we did with this unit, where the welder just comes out and welds the whole thing. It's only going to be able to weld the inside and then the outside, but I'm worried, like, if we bring the welder in to here to weld the inside and we set it to rotate, is it going to weld the side here and then run into the welder? I worry about that. So I don't know if we need to have, like, 2 blueprints, that we have one that's the, you know, inner ring and then it welds on the outer ring. I don't know how we're going to do that yet. Alright, Bay D here seems like a good one for the ring. Let's see, do we attach a small head? I guess we did. I was going to ask a medium head, but it's a normal rotor and not an advanced rotor, so there's that. Alright, and we should have cargo access. We do have cargo access. That's good. I did get the conveyors welded underneath there. Let's see, did we have it rotating on the top? Yes, we did. We'll at least carry that to be the same. 5 wide, probably. Seems like that's what I would do. Oh, only came out 1, 2, 3. Okay, the ring is taller than 5. It's 7 tall. Okay, so that's a little bit of an issue, because I'm curious if we build these welder walls a little bit different. Still want them to come out like they are, but if we can get this guy centered in this one right here, I think we'll be good. So let's get a projector. I guess we could store additional rings back here. No, we can't, because the crane would be there. I don't know what to do here then. We're just gonna have dead space, I guess, in a lot of these. I don't know why, but we do. Maybe I should have made them shorter. It always gets me that negative is up. I mean, this is definitely oriented the right way. That's right, the arrow's on the top, but negative is up for the Z direction. Always throws me off. Alright, let's get rid of this. These don't serve any purpose for us, and they're probably grouped anyway to the wrong bay. So we don't want that. Hope I'm gonna have enough room for what I'm thinking. This might be a problem. Well, we're already too long to fit in here, so that's a thing. So how would we want to do this? I can't really grind it off because I've got that guy in the way, especially over on this side. That one's actually still being used. Unless I do it on a small pistons, but that's going to be... No, I can't, because I need to have the conveyor to run through it. Alright, that idea is not going to work. I was thinking about having the welder come underneath and point up, and we could weld from the underside, but this would get in the way. So we could maybe rotate it from the top, but then it would probably scrape along there. It wouldn't really work. And I don't know if, like, going with a small grid one, I don't think the depth would go all the way through anyway. So that's not going to work. So I think we really need to rethink what we're doing on this one. So what I'm wondering is, do we get rid of these two here, and we have the piston start all the way back here? We put 3 of them on. Alright, do you think we can get so lucky as to clear this without breaking stuff? Maybe. Yeah? Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, it damaged it a little bit. Or a lot bit. Alright, it damaged the light? How does it get that far out? Alright, there we go. We had 3 pistons instead of 2. It'll push us way out further than we need to. But what I'm wondering is, if we get the hinge on here like we had with the other system. Of course, I don't have any steel plate. So I'm wondering, this will be rough, obviously, but we build here. And we come all the way back with this crane. How wide are you? Okay, it's like 3 blocks, so if I'm there... Alright, so if I come up to the center right here, then this guy would be 1, 2, 3 and a half. It would fit right there-ish. So this is a good center point in the middle of that block.
Energy low.
Yeah, there we go. We have our crane come right there. Can we get it out far enough to be able to get onto the rocket? It's obviously going to go into the other bay, but that's okay. If it reaches, then that's great. Oh my gosh, look at that. It reaches perfectly. Okay. Well, that's the answer then. There we go. Alright, yep, that's the answer. This guy is going to come out. We're going to have a welding floor come up and weld this guy from the top down. And then we're going to have storage right here. We're going to put it right here for the center line. I'm going to move it forward. I guess I can do that right now. Our horizontal. Alright, so this space on the floor here is actually going to store them. So we can have one there, we can have another one on top of it, and then we can manufacture another one over here. And then we'll have 3 that we can push over on top of the rocket. We're going to have one here for this guy. We'll give the cargo on the top. We have another ring, and then the habitation, and then another ring, and the command module. So we do need 3 rings. So we can get 2 stored there, and we can get 1 hanging on the hook right here in the welder. Alright, this might just be able to be the welding floor, and the crane is the thing that pushes the ring down and then pulls it up to get printed. That might be the better way, right? Alright, the only problem that I see with this plan is we have to get these 2 welded up and then get this entire conveyor welded up before it recognizes these portions. So a large welder might be able to push through all of that to get to this ring. Or I'm wondering, to help out the welding here, do we do something like this, where this guy comes across and connects to there? Alright, there we go. Something like that. I think that looks pretty good. And then when we carry that across, when we get a projection of it, and this guy is connected, it will be able to weld up all of this. Alright, should we have the welder sticking out like this, or should we have it sunk into the ground and then put a panel over the top of it? Kind of like it exposed. I think it looks better. Alright, can I turn that one on and it'll weld the others? Alright, sweet. I got the other ones. Well, that made that easy. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. I'll turn the other one off, please. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like him hanging out. It looks very industrial. I mean, this is going to be a dangerous thing to walk out into, but I think it should be. This is a warehouse and a vehicle assembly building. You're not supposed to be on the factory floor. It's just to come out here for maintenance, right? Alright, we're going to do an OSHA safety cage around this thing. Yes, that looks really good. What am I doing? I can just have it weld itself up. I don't know why I'm getting parts. You guys weld it up. Alright, let's reverse this guy back and let's build the overhead crane. Alright, I'm building something. I don't know. Alright, let's get all this ground out. I've got a beam block in here that I think is looking promising. Alright, so we should probably have some type of lift here. Maybe we'll just copy what we normally do. Let's see, let's go here. Let's do 1, 2 there. That's still centered, right? Seems to be. Alright, I'm gonna do our tried and true scissor, because it works. I like it. Alright, I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but we're gonna try it. Let's get our merge block on right there. And then our hinge part right here. Oh, it's not gonna let me add the hinge part because it's attached to that block, but I could do it to this one. Now we're gonna put our hinge part there. Let's see if we can get this leg attached, and then we'll put the other hinge part in there. And let's see if this is gonna work for us. We can probably get rid of that. Well, we definitely have some shear initial tensor problems going on. It's definitely very flickery, but we should be able to attach this. There we go. And then we can cut all that free. Put another hinge head there. Awesome. Nice and stable. And that should get plenty of reach down there, right? Yeah, so we should be able to easily get a projector in here. We just got to get that guy rotated out. So let's get this stuff named and get it working properly instead of doing this. This actually would be kind of fun to figure out, to get a like a 4-bar linkage that we could get a 90-degree and get stuff rotated. That would have been cool over here for the cargo, actually, to have it pick up and swing over. But that's all right. One day we'll worry about the complexity of that. Well, these windows are going to be a problem, so at least get rid of those. All right, let's reverse these guys down to 1.5, and let's see if that's too far. Let's go a little bit deeper, 1.7 maybe? Alright, let's temporarily put these scaffold blocks in here. And those guys should be, yep, weldable. There we go. Okay, I think that'll work. Let's try to get these welders turned on. Should probably get them named first. Alright, let's set the speed on this guy to really, really slow. I don't know, 0.05? That might be really slow, but we're gonna go with it. I should probably create a group of that. Oh, that actually might be too fast. Just looking at how much it has to weld up. Might be okay. We might have to do one of those funky welder walls that kind of bounces back and forth like this. Okay, well I think that was fairly successful. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this door. That's where the man door can go. We're going to get rid of this guy entirely. I guess we'll keep the window. That's probably fine. Well, I do like that we can weld the whole thing on the pistons, and then these hinges can come later to lift the whole unit up off the ground. That'll be nice. You know what we need? Now that I just thought about it, because we're going to have 3 rings, and I don't think we can get this ring... No, we cannot. We cannot get this ring up here, up and over 2 of these rings. There's not enough space for that, so if we want this crane to pick up this guy and put it on the rocket, we have to have this guy drop somewhere, so we should probably have, like, pistons right here that come out as, like, a shelf to hold this guy on while he's being stored. I think that'll be good. Yeah, that's the way. Alright, we got a plan. Welder there. Welder there. And then turn the welder on and it'll weld itself up. Nice. Okay, now we need to just add those to the list here. There we go. It's like depth-wise, it's actually going to get a lot of it too, isn't it? Might be over-worrying on the amount of lift we need to do. Is it going to be able to get that top portion? Like, could we just weld this in place? Yes. Look at that. We can get to that guy. Okay, well, it can be totally welded just like that. Okay, well, that helps for repairs, for sure. Okay, well, I probably didn't need to worry about this scaffolding then, other than it would be nice to be able to get these guys welded on first, so then these welders are actually doing something, and not waiting for this middle guy to get these ring portions done. So I think we'll still change the design. I think it's still good. Alright, well, we have another mostly completed ring. We've got to redo our bottom here and get our scaffolding up on the top. And we're going to do it to that guy down there, but we only need one more ring after that. For this rocket, anyway. Alright, was 80 not enough? No, that's good. I guess we would have been fine at 90, huh? Because we'd have 1, 2, 3. So we've been right up against it and butted up against it. So we can bring it up a little bit more if we had to, but we don't need to. Alright, cool. That is working there. Now we have a ring that we can push out all the way over here. Let's get rid of this garbage. Oops. Okay, there we go. We got our protection wall again. Alright, well, we may put a door back here and it'll be the maintenance access. Is the only way you need to get in here, is to repair stuff up.
Energy.
That might be the answer. I don't know. We'll see. So we don't need this guy at all anymore. Alright, I got the floor cleaned up here for this unit to come over here. I got these guys moved onto the side. Did I? Yeah, whatever. We're gonna leave that little rock. I'm gonna break the building, I'm sure, if I try to get that out. And then there's our little welding area. So I think I will have service doors there. I think that still makes sense. So, probably shouldn't have ground them out. And then I was thinking over here, with these windows that are too close, we could probably just move this entire bracket right here, back one, right there. Because that would probably work out better anyway, to make sure it's over the rocket, that we could actually, you know, bring it back half a block or something if we needed to, because I think it was, like, pretty much exact. Then I'm worried it's going to be, like, slightly off because of the stack tolerance issues when you get all of these stacked on top of each other. So, I feel like that whole thing needs to be shifted over one. So what I think we can do is we can get the other piston on here, maybe, and we can, like, merge it on in the right spot, and then we can redo the other side. Hopefully. We'll see how this goes. Alright. Can I get it in there, even? Why is it not wanting to snap on there? Okay. Is there too much stuff in the way? Oh, there's not actually a head on there. That might be the problem. Add a head? Unable. Why unable? It's able to do it over there. I wonder if it's the, rock. I bet you it's the rock. Okay, now can I place it with a head? Now I can place it with a head. There we go. It was the rock. Now, can I get back underneath here and get all this stuff put back together? Alright, this is gonna pretty much copy this guy all the way over. So then we have a... There we go. We have a ramp there. 2x1 slope, then these half blocks go all the way back. Okay, and we want this guy to be one block that direction. Like that. Oh, and I can actually get those beam blocks in there. That's nice. Now, merge blocks. Let's see, merge blocks are in with the connectors. Yes. Oh, I do love Wellington's mod. It's so nice. It is so choice. I highly recommend it. Okay, so we just need to bring one of these forward just a smidge. Wonder if I should turn that off first. Let's turn one of these off, just in case. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now we'll turn it on. And we're merged. That's good. Let's get it welded up. Alright, now we're going to break here. There we go. I'm not going to get so lucky to get that, but let's just paint it real quick. That's where it needs to go. That's where that needs to go. Then let's bring it forward again. Alright, there we go. Now we can bring it back. Line it up, turn it on. All merge back together. We're good. Now we're one block forward and we can get that window on there. Sweet. It's the little things. Really don't know how to end this. This feels weird, ending it right here, I guess. Well, I guess I'm connected there, so we're safe to take that block out. So if I put an end here, if I just cap this off like this. Alright, let's put a crossbar in here, actually. I think that would look best. Like this. I don't know where they're going to meet in the middle, though, so we'll see how that works out. Alright, let's just put another beam right here. Not that direction. There we go. I really don't want to redo that one with a T, but I kind of do. Yeah, let's do it. We can do this. Take you off. We should probably redo that one too, so it actually has a little bit of support in it. So let's get prepared for that. Beam block there. Junction there. The negative is pointing inward. I don't know why I welded that up. Put the part back in there. Attach. Copy the settings. And then let's redo this one. Alright, then that needs to be a T. There we go. Alright, I love how lengthy of a process that is and how unnecessary it was, but I want it. So we're doing it. Alright, sweet. Just a little bit of design, because then when it's over the silo here, you actually get to see the pattern, and I am good with that. Well, I was thinking about bringing it out to weld with the lobster, but this is actually going pretty fast, so we're just going to do it by hand.
Energy critical.
Or I'll have critical energy and we'll start dying. One of those. Alright, yep. That looks good. I like it. Let's bring those hinges back up. Ring hinges. I don't have a group. Okay. Oh, I didn't copy one of the settings in here. Copy settings. Copy all. This one didn't get it. There we go. Now it'll balance itself out. Alright, now that it's done welding up, we need to have a way to store this so we can use this crane to go pick up the other modules. So, yeah, it would turn off. Why is that? Okay, that merge block is off. Why is this working? I'm a little scared right now. Why is this attached? Is it gonna disconnect? Is it, like, permanently welded together? I don't think I noticed that when we welded it up. Well, now I'm scared it won't come off. Shouldn't it? I mean, it's a merge block. You just turn off the merge block and it's fine. Well, we're gonna have to figure that out. Anyway, we're gonna need a way to store this, so we can have two other ones here, and we can still use the overhead crane, because we can't just drop that. So, I think I got an idea what to do here. We're gonna take these three out here. I have been struck by ice Deborah down here. What in the world? Leave me alone. Alright, what I'm thinking is right here is we can do these little, like, legs that come out, and it will store the ring. Guess it would be kind of like a cover, but it's not going to be exactly covering it, and that's why I'm thinking we'll just do 4 of them, like this. So I guess I didn't really need to take out that middle block. Alright, ring welders on. Oh, well, it got the hangar doors, but not... Oh, that's right, the hangar doors don't, like, close in. Okay, I forgot that you see the hangar doors like that. Do we like that? I guess that's not bad. Oh, Deborah. What do these look like from the side? These are solid. Should I do those? Okay, these ones you also see from the backside here. So that's a problem. Okay, well, we're gonna take those apart and we're gonna do the other ones. Turn our welders off before I kill myself. Deborah doesn't do it to us first. Probably V2. It's more detailed, right? There we go. Now we won't see through it.
Low.
Deborah, goodness. Alright, where is the truck? I need to heal. Guess we need to eat too. Should we eat our banana beef? We'll eat some spaghetti. Oh my gosh, Deborah, leave me alone. Go away, Storm. I don't even think closing the door is gonna have any effect. Is it that one? Oh, is the storm over now? Pretty close. Alright, let's reverse those hinges again. I don't know exactly where that's gonna lay out, though. I know it's above the welders, but I don't know how close we are to these. Might be pressing into it. Ooh, that's actually close to perfect, isn't it? I don't know exactly where the hitbox is, but that's pretty close to perfect, just extending those. Oh no, it's not even fully extended. Okay, well we are extended as much as we can. These are trying to rotate, but they're not going to. So we're at 29 degrees. Might be hard to figure out the exact angle. But let's see, we should be able to turn this off, right? And it should disconnect? There we go. Okay, okay. Please don't break stuff. Okay, please stop breaking it. Reverse that back up. Come on. There we go. I guess we can turn the projector off. I definitely need to figure out the right angle there so it stops driving into the floor. Other than that, that's going to work great. That looks awesome. And then we'll have 2 more rings right here. Let's see, could we get 3 on top of each other? I don't think we can. They're 7 blocks tall. So 7 times 3, 21. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 21. It would put it right there. Like they would technically fit in the room, but not with the crane. Okay. Well, that's a thing. Oh, that's right. I'm like, why can't I put that door in there? This guy is still here. Round out the bottom one, but not the top ones. Well, let's get our windows back in here, and I think this room is pretty much done. Oh, well, I think this is pretty much done. We might have to put some, what, rotating lights? Is that what we did over here? Yeah, we got a couple. We could probably put that, again, over here somewhere. Alright, let's put the light... Wait, what? Okay, this is weird, isn't it? Why can I not place the lights there? I can place them on the sides. I can place them on the top. I cannot place them there. Something to do with the merge block? What? What's the deal there? I can't do it anywhere along here. Okay, why can't I not place a rotating light along this thing? I can do it on the top. Completely fine. This bottom is having none of it. That's weird. Alright, well maybe we should put the rotating lights on the outside here, so we know which bay is going out. I don't know. We'll have to think about that one. I don't know why that's not wanting to allow me to attach. That's really strange. Alright, well we're definitely going to have a fun day of programming. We got to get the right height for that. We've got to get all this stuff named, get it out here, get it the right height over the rocket. We've got to do that. We half did it for that one, so we've got to do that as well. This is going to be the living habitation module that'll go on, and then we'll have the command module here that will go on there. So we're getting there very nicely. Alright, well we got another bay finished. I had intentions of getting to the habitation module, but this ended up being a little bit more complex and the time is running away from me again. So I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode here. Next episode, let's go ahead and work on the habitation module, and then we'll work on that one's bay after that. I think will be the way to do it. Alright, thank you to all my members, subscribers, all of that stuff. Please leave a like and a comment, and I will see you in the next episode.
Wake up to the dust, yeah, the sky's still red. 78 suns and he hasn't left yet. In a suit of bright orange, checking every line. Building perfection 1 block at a time. Move past the names on the neon signs. The community power in the Martian mines. From the heart of the peanut, the factory grows. Where the logic gets loopy and the coffee flows. We don't just build it, we over-design. If it isn't complex, it's a waste of time. Watch the Hemet roll and the tardigrade fly. Climb excavator till the wells run dry. Don't check the labels, don't mind the scroll. We're checking in with Connor Toll in the control room where the typos live. He's got more subgrids than he's got to give. Engineer coffee, stay grounded. Wait, is that spelled right?